Right guys, I'm back again. I know I haven't reviewed much in a while, um, but the album I'm going to be reviewing today is Bryter Layter by English singer-songwriter Nick Drake. Um, I'll just give you a bit of backstory. This is one of three, this is the second of three albums that Nick Drake made during his short lifetime. He died in 1974 and he was only 26. You know, incredible loss. Um, in my opinion, all three of his albums are brilliant masterpieces, and because of that, it was quite difficult to choose which one to review. So the first one I'm going to review is Bryter Layter because I think that's probably his most accessible work. And also, since there's only three albums, I might do the other two at some point in the not too distant future. But I'll just do my usual, go over it track by track, tell you what I think of it all, so let's get cracking. The first song's called Introduction, very imaginative name, but it's it's okay. It's really nice song, sort of guitar, flute, and a nice sort of introduction to the album. Sort of reminds you of getting up in the morning, like Saturday morning or something. You've just lain in, just like, oh, get up and this song's playing. You get up, have breakfast. No, it just reminds you of that. Probably not the best description I've ever given, but you'll enjoy it. It's a nice little, sort of eases you into the album. Second song is called Hazy Jane 2, which is a bit weird because it's the first song in the album which is called Hazy Jane, so it should just be called Hazy Jane 1, not Hazy Jane 2. But it doesn't matter, it's still a good song. It's a brilliant song actually, it's the best one so far. The best out of the two songs so far. And this is probably the most upbeat song Nick Drake's ever done. I'm not saying that in a bad way, his music is excellent, but this is the most upbeat, happy song he's ever done. And I really like the opening verses because the first 3 or 4 verses are just like one line, one really tongue-twisted line. Nick Drake sings them really fast, and just sort of like, whoa, slow down. And it's don't really know what I'm talking about here, rambling on. But anyway, it's a good song. It has sort of like horns that you'd expect a typical pop song. Good lyrics, great vocal delivery, and a great song. The third song is called At the Chime of a City Clock, and I think just now anyway, this may be my favourite Nick Drake song. I don't know why. I think it's probably just because it's so beautiful. You know, it starts off with that guitar, then the drums and the bass come in, and then in the chorus, sort of these beautiful strings come in. It's just lovely, absolutely brilliant. And then the saxophone comes in during the verses, and it doesn't really distract you from Nick Drake's voice. It's just sort of there, and it adds to the song. And brilliant lyrics. Some of them I think might refer to Nick Drake himself. Like this bit that says like, "Stay indoors, beneath the floors, talk to neighbours only. For games you play, make people say you're either weird or lonely." You know, he's quite self-critical, I suppose, but great lyrics and a beautiful song. One of the track picks, I'd say. If you're wondering why like the lighting's different and I'm wearing different clothes, it's because I lost this part of the review, so I've had to refilm it. But anyway, this song's called One of These Things First, and this is a really, really beautiful song. Once again, brilliant guitar, lovely piano, you know, quite a simple arrangement, but you know, a perfect arrangement. You know, it's not too sparse, but it's not overproduced. It's really brilliant. Sort of reminds you of having breakfast on a Sunday morning. You know, and that's the sort of feeling you get overall from the album. You know, sort of the perfect soundtrack to our weekend. But this is a track pick for me. It's really catchy. It's been used in several films, you know, because of that, and a beautiful song overall. Finally, this is Hazy Jane 1. It should be Hazy Jane 2. Doesn't matter. It's Hazy Jane 1. Nothing we can do about that. The guitar on this song is brilliant. Even like the first verse is like, how could you play? How could you play that? I've tried to learn to play a guitar and I can never play like that. Honestly, it's just he's actually an amazing guitar player, Nick Drake. Really underrated. But this song is brilliant. Really great lyrics, catchy, and a beautiful song once again. The sixth song is the title track, Bryter Layter, and this is the second of 3 instrumentals. This is a really nice song. I really like this one, but I must admit, not to take anything away from the song, but it sounds a bit like lift music, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry, Nick, but it's really a beautiful instrumental with sort of flutes, and then these strings come in playing this really catchy thing that goes dun, 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 dun. So it does sound a bit like lift music, but it's really beautiful, and it adds to the album, you know. This song's called Fly, and this is the first of 2 songs with contributions from John Cale, who you'll know from his solo work and from his work with the Velvet Underground. And he plays like the unusual instruments in this song. He plays like viola, harpsichord, and the song's really beautiful, great, unusually high-pitched vocals from Nick Drake on this song. Great lyrics, beautiful melody, and a beautiful song. That's all I can really say about it. This song's called Poor Boy, and it's one of the few Nick Drake songs that's not guitar driven. It's sort of driven by the organ, the piano. Sort of blues song, and another one of the unusual things is that it has female backing singers who sing the chorus. And I've heard some people say that this track doesn't really merit being 7 minutes long, but it doesn't feel that long, I don't think. You know, you're not sitting, you're like, God's sake, this is so boring. It doesn't feel that long, to be honest, and I really enjoy it. It's perhaps one of the track picks, I'm not sure. I would say this is one of Nick Drake's most famous songs. This one's called Northern Sky, and this got more contributions from John Cale, who plays piano, organ, and celeste. And this is a really beautiful song, with a great melody. You know, brighten my northern sky. Classic line. Really beautiful. This probably would have been a nice song to end the album on, once again, but there's another song called Sunday, and that's the last song. It's the last of 3 instrumentals, and again, nice guitar, nice flute. Nothing really that special about this track, but it's a nice outro to the album. It leaves you feeling quite refreshed, I'd say. What can I say about Bryter Layter? It's a brilliant album, really beautiful. Maybe I'm not sure if it's his best album, but it's, you know, it's better than most. It's better than a lot of artists' best work. You know, if you pick up this, you'll definitely enjoy it. It's not something that you're just going to throw away after one listen. Enjoyment is guaranteed. The track picks, I'd say, are At the Chime of a City Clock, One of These Things First, and Northern Sky. And I was thinking of a song, the worst song in the album, but there's not really, I'm not sure if I could pick the worst song, because there's not really one that stands out as being the worst. You know, they're all good songs, and you will definitely enjoy this album. I'm going to give it 9? 9 out of 10? Or 8.5? 9, I'll give it 9. I'll give it 9. Next week I'm going to be doing Beggar's Banquet by the Rolling Stones. So I'll see you then. Goodbye, guys.